Really the thing that I'll miss most about Jerry Hughes is that warm welcome that I and most everybody else got from Jerry about every time we saw him. And that was those words, "Hey buddy." It's very hard not to be a friend with Jerry Hughes. You know, going to basketball games, going to football games, everything, we developed a relationship as a family. And Jerry was always such a pleasure to be around. Jerry, you know, is a big personality on campus, and everyone knows Jerry Hughes. So it was always great to be around Jerry Hughes.
Jerry might be the most dedicated person I've ever met to his career. But he loved it. He never thought of retiring, and he loved what he did. And he said the day that he stopped enjoying what he did, then he'd be finished.
Well, Jerry liked to win. I mean, he was a coach and he was a former student athlete, and so he had that ingrained in him pretty well. But you know, I think what Jerry wanted more than anything was a well-rounded athletic department where you know, we strived to be as successful as we could in as many sports as possible. And you know, he didn't want to just be a one sport school or, you know, focus everything on one sport. He wanted all of them to be successful, and I think tried really hard to give all of them the resources that they needed to be that way.
When you talk about Jerry's passion for student athletes and coaches, I think that is really encapsulates what he did as an AD. I think that getting to know the student athletes and then being around the coaches was his favorite part. Of course, there's going to the games and being involved in all the matches and different sports, but he truly enjoyed watching the student athletes grow and be students. I think he talked to every team before their sports, whatever season it was, and he would say, "You're here to get an education." Jerry was adamant that they understood why they were here, and he would always say, "That doesn't mean we're going to not work hard and we're not going to strive to win and be successful, but you're here for an education." And he got that across to them all the time. I think his happiest time was when he'd see the students graduate and then become successful in whatever field they'd chosen.
Jerry was in this business because he believed in you know, making a difference in the lives of student athletes. He believed what UCM could do for the city of Warrensburg and the surrounding community by having a great intercollegiate athletics program. But I think most of all, he believed in what intercollegiate athletics provides in allowing you to develop lifelong friends, people that you want to get to know and get to know well, and continue friendships even beyond the moments when you're working together. And that's, you know, Jerry had friends in intercollegiate athletics all over the country, people that not only respected him and considered him a colleague, but considered him a friend. And I think that was the big part of why Jerry stayed here for so long as AD, and why he did all the things he did for the MIAA and for the NCAA. It was the friendships that he had developed over the time.
So Jerry really did love to win, but the thing that very much impressed me about him was he believed in hiring high quality individuals to lead our student athletes. I have never once in my role as president have never been concerned about the experience that our student athletes would have with our coaches, because I know their character. And so what always really impressed me was Jerry was able to hire coaches who had the utmost integrity, the utmost character, and who also could coach well. And so we had highly successful athletics teams and individuals winning national championships, but being led by coaches who were very much concerned about them as individuals. And so I knew that our students coming out of the University of Central Missouri would not only be successful in competition, they were going to be successful in life. And so Jerry very much, for me, set a model for how we should hire, not just within athletics. He showed that we could hire individuals who really good people, and also very good at what they do, and can be very successful in their job as well. To me, that's one of the lasting impacts that Jerry has at the University of Central Missouri.
Jerry is UCM athletics, along with all the student athletes and the coaches. And he was UCM athletics. He is, and he probably always will be to some degree. And I just think the groundwork and the example that he set for everyone, whether it's his peers, his staff, his coaches, the student athletes, they could understand that how much he loved this place, his commitment to this place, and just how important he felt that athletics could be in a young person's life.
In making those programs and making the sports stand out in the MIAA and beyond, I think that that's what his legacy will be, is that it's a premier D2 school, a program that will be hard to beat. So I think that that's what he's done. I think his legacy will be the fact that he wanted every sport and every student to succeed. And he made sure that within his ability to provide the materials and tools and resources that the coaches needed, all coaches, to make sure that those students had the best opportunity.
He loved his job. He loved the students. He loved his family and his wife, obviously. But really, this was home. The multi was Jerry Hughes' home. He spent more time here at the multi. He was at every event. He was at every ball game. He was at everything that ever happened. So really, this building that's going to be named after him was truly his home.